go. We are back. We are back, and we are live. John B.
Yeah, we're back. We're back on, and obviously, welcome to our listeners there on Hyperdrive, 2 to 6 right here this afternoon on Chat to One Radio. We just realized that our guest of honor for this afternoon was stuck in traffic, from his room to the call. But we want to say a very, very good afternoon to none other than Ben Day. How are you doing, Ben?
Hey, very good, man. I apologize for the technical difficulties that
That's
were
no problem.
plaguing my acceptance into this Zoom. I'm not good with Zoom.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's good to have you here, my man. It's good to have you here.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Kieran,
absolutely
the
awesome.
floor is all yours, Kieran Hercules. I know that
Why? Thank you.
you love these things, so I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna relax today. I'm gonna just kick up and just chill, you know.
Absolutely, Ben. It's an absolute pleasure having you here on the show with us on Hyperdrive. Um, to get right into things, obviously, just have a general conversation. But what I want to find about you is, for the listeners out there who do not know exactly who Ben Day is, could you
Mm,
tell them a little bit about yourself?
okay. Well, I play in a band, a local Cape Townian band called Bende and
Yep.
the Concrete Lions.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of a alternative rock band. We played a
Mm,
few festivals. Obviously, this year with COVID, we haven't done anything. We've
mm,
been um, kind of hindered to be doing anything live.
yep.
Yeah, but then I've also got now this other little project I've started on the side. It's a solo folk project,
Yep.
and I don't know if you got that song with you somewhere well west. We've released that today,
Yes.
Yes.
and yeah, that's that side project. So I'm quite excited. I mean, the lockdown maybe has been bad with the live stuff, but it's been cool with
Mm,
reflection and creativity, and yeah,
yes.
that's been a cool thing. Mm.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Ben.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the main reason why we've got you on Hyperdrive is because of the track that's released today. We really enjoyed the track itself. Obviously, just the lyrics and all
Yes.
the rest of it. And I wanted to find out from you, obviously, what kind of process went into to getting the track out. I mean, obviously, with regards to the music and stuff. Hello, Kitty Cat. Hello. What is the Kitty Cat's name, man?
Those guys is Small George.
Small
He's an
George.
interesting cat. Small George. We've got a big George as well. Big
Oh
George
my!
is more friendly.
Is it more?
Yeah, but I don't know why Small George is now coming to greet. He
He's
obviously wants to join the conversation.
yeah, he felt
But
left out. He felt left out. Now we're having a chat to Small George here as well. If you hear any purring in the background, you'll know that he's trying to answer us. I'm hoping that we can obviously translate all that. But just getting into that again, there, Ben.
yeah,
What kind of process went
good
into
reflection.
and that's all good. What kind of process went into the track itself? Can you tell our listeners a bit more
Yeah.
about the
Well,
process?
it was really fun in a way, that track. I did a few cool hikes this year. Did the Drakensberg Grand Traverse. I don't know if you guys know about that
Mm,
Sure.
walk. Wow, it's an
Wow.
amazing walk. It's like 12 days going through the Drakensberg
Wow.
in
wow.
Lesotho and coming up onto the highest plateau of South Africa,
Mm,
doing wondrous like peaks. Extreme weather. You're carrying your food. Like ran out at like day 9,
wow.
and you have to just kind of keep walking on. So yeah, I mean that was a cool experience, and then I did like some nice Cedarburg hikes. So
Mm,
yeah,
mm, mm.
this year's I've been exploring a little bit of the kind of hiking trails and the natural
Mm, mm,
landscapes
mm.
around South
Yeah.
Africa, and I think some of these songs have come out of those experiences. That's what I would point it to. And then
Okay, okay.
it's also like my with this song, for instance, I've grown up watching cowboy westerns. I've always enjoyed
Mm.
Yeah,
cowboy
yeah.
westerns, like those spaghetti westerns. Ennio Morricone,
Mm-hmm.
that composer for all the Clint Eastwood spaghetti stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big influence. The poor
Hmm.
oak died this year, I think. So yeah, that's a bit of a sad one.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of those going back to the hikings and a lot of the landscapes of South Africa have always kind of evoked a Western theme to me. So it was like high time
Okay.
I
Nice.
wrote that down in a way, put it into a song. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
That's
it's also
awesome.
just
Excellent.
about storytelling. I wanted to try tell a proper story before with
Yes.
other
Yeah.
songs. Like in the band, when I played in the band, it's more like a rock genre, and the songs are
Yes.
shorter,
Yes.
and they all like rely on choruses, heavily like driven by choruses, and those are cool, but you can't always say so much. So it's
Mm,
like
mm.
I started out playing music in high school, like with my acoustic guitar, and it was more of
Yeah.
that folk genre in a way that I, I started out with, and then I went into more of a band situation, which got a bit of a heavier sound, which is I
Okay.
love. I love playing in the band, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
this was also cool in this lockdown vibes to just go back and think, oh, okay, let's try to tell
Mm,
something.
Yes.
Try to
Yes.
tell a story, you know. And
that's
it's
amazing.
a bit of a weird song as well because it's not a commercial sounding radio song
Mm,
Yeah.
at all because it's very long. It's very long, but it's almost like those traditional ones that like the Oaks would
Mm.
make in the 70s or the 80s or I don't
yeah.
know even
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
kind of like it for that reason. Yeah.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Absolutely
That's
awesome.
amazing. I
Absolutely
love
awesome.
I love the way you've obviously just joined the two worlds together in a sense.
Exactly.
Your hiking has kind of motivated the kind of music you're going to be bringing out as well because of the
Yeah.
inspiration you get out there, which is amazing. Kieran,
Yeah.
I don't know, Kieran, you
We're
got a lot to
blessed with a
say.
beautiful country, man.
Yeah,
Blessed
Oh
with a
yes, we
absolutely,
very
definitely do.
beautiful country. Yeah.
absolutely.
Look, we definitely do, and I love that you spoke about obviously the western part, and you're actually going through that experiences, and obviously writing your song about it, and bringing life into it as well, because people obviously want to relate to, they can relate easier to a story as well, and
Mm.
Yeah.
and that just made me. You spoke about the western part, that just made me think of the good, the bad, and the ugly.
100%. Yeah, that's a great film, man. Yeah, love that.
Definitely is. Ben, this is my question to you. During
Yeah,
lockdown, obviously, we went through all these
yeah.
pros and cons and all these things. And as an artist, what have you gone through? Your pros and cons during lockdown. What were them like, perhaps, to you?
Yo, obviously, like people can be. I mean, a lot of the musicians were heavily affected by this thing, like
Yeah,
in terms of live shows, and that was their
yeah,
main stream of income. Um, I've kind of been fortunate because this has been the last year of my studies. I study at Stellenbosch, so I'm not technically a
yeah,
full-time musician,
yeah.
and it's almost benefited me. So, like, I've had time to just get my studies done. I'm now
Mm.
graduating, like, touch wood, if everything goes well,
Awesome
but I
stuff.
think
Awesome
I
stuff.
have. Yeah. So now from next year on, I'm going to be full time. So,
Excellent.
but
Yeah,
yeah, but going back to your question, what was the positive? Yeah, exactly. Positive for me is like I didn't need to do um, so many live shows, which
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
which was actually a negative for most others. And then also another positive is that I got to like just I mean I was in isolation at my house in Nuremberg. It's like
Yes,
south
yes.
of Cape Town. And I was just then I you had a lot of time to jam out ideas and write things down. I was even
Mm.
playing with covers a lot of the time just for
Lovely.
fun. I, I,
Yeah,
I before like kind of not yeah, I'd not really gone down the route of playing so many covers, but I was enjoying them,
mm.
and they were cool. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, in between, then I started writing my own stuff again, and yeah, like these songs emerged.
That's
Mm, mm,
awesome.
mm.
That's awesome. You
Yeah,
obviously being in the Noordwijk area, you got quite a bit of luscious greenery around you.
yeah,
And
it's a
Mm.
shire, man.
obviously the oceans and obviously the rest of that. How much time do you spend around the beach areas and stuff? And how much does that kind of inspire you in a sense as well? I mean, it must be amazing that side of the world.
Yeah, beach is an amazing beach at Nuremberg. It's 8 kilometers of beach, so it goes from Nuremberg to Kommetjie.
Mm,
Changes
mm,
every
mm.
day. It's got a different landscape every day. There's a lagoon there, so
Wow.
Yeah.
you might find one day it's fully like flooded with that lagoon, and
Yeah.
other days
Yeah.
it's not there at all. No, it's a really an amazing and beautiful beach. But I mean, again, going back to South Africa's landscapes,
Yeah.
it's a big inspiration,
Exactly.
I think, for me at least. Like it sounds cliche, but it is true. It's true.
No, I get
Maybe
you. I
other
get
guys
you.
are inspired by other things, but like movement and being
Mm, mm,
outside,
mm.
positive. It like gets you in a good flow state. You need to get into a flow state to make music. I think if you want to make it.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
other guys would do some other thing, or it doesn't even matter about music. If you want to write anything or make a movie or paint a picture, you just
Yeah.
be in a good, yeah,
Yeah.
in that good vibes, and it's like from being outside or taking a jog or something, that gets you in that
Mm,
state,
mm, mm,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
what the Corona thing kind of prevented us from doing, and like
mm.
almost that was that was. It's good to get back in that space now. Things are relaxing.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kieran, I was gonna say that you always have a bag full of questions for our guests.
Always, always.
But we tend to not call these interviews, like we say. We normally have it's normally a conversation between friends.
Yeah.
So obviously we have the very flowing conversation. Kieran, I know you
Oh,
got
yeah.
plenty of questions to ask.
Of course, of course. Ben, firstly, I love the fact that obviously you spoke about the nature and things. I myself, I love nature. Okay.
Mm,
Um, and with so many different things, you have no idea how nature can actually inspire you with so many different levels of your life is concerned as well. And
Yeah,
I think in such a sense, so many of South Africans haven't even seen or come close to seeing the beauty that South Africa has to offer. Right?
100%,
Um,
100%. We've got so much in our country to explore.
oh yes, we
100%.
mm.
definitely do.
Yeah.
But on that, I want to find this for you. Growing up, obviously as artists, etc. Where have you found who has been your perhaps your inspiration growing up, or your motive, who inspired and motivated you
In terms of artists,
in terms of
we,
artists,
we,
life,
yeah.
family, anything?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think there's been multiple inspirations.
Yeah,
In terms of artists, for me, it's been guys like Mark Knopfler, Bob Dylan.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even Bob Marley.
yeah.
There's quite a few guys. I mean, I can mention quite a few, but
Yeah.
I think, yeah, those are the main
Awesome.
dudes. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Look, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley is on my list as well. Don't worry, they're all
Bobs,
on my list
the
as well.
Bobs.
The Bobs, the Bobs. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, Bob's a good
I
name
lo-
to name a kid.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah,
Oh, classic.
Uh,
I love it. I love
yeah.
it. I want to ask you a quick one. For any up and coming artist, you may, obviously who's looking to get into the career, and maybe studying at the same time, like yourself have been. What
Yeah.
kind of advice
Yeah.
would you like to give up and coming artists in the same kind of boat, if you can say it?
Yo. Yeah, no, I would say you must just keep going, keep moving forward, small steps, small steps. Don't get too phased about attaining quick success. I think a lot of musicians and or other artists, they want to just suddenly reach a certain stage. I don't know, maybe it's about fame or something, but that's like
Yeah.
plastic. We it's not sustainable. You need to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of keep plugging on what you're doing and enjoying that process. Just enjoy it for the music. Like it sounds again cliche, but it's true.
That's
Just
true.
enjoy
That definitely is.
enjoy making music. It's a privilege to make music. It's a privilege
yes.
to perform music. It's super fun if you can, just think about it in that way. But yeah, of course, there's the business behind music, which is super important, and that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I'm like normally bad. Actually, I am bad at that stuff. So then I have to ask people like my sister. I asked my sister, okay, Annie, you need to help me with social media. Like even for this song, she set up
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a new Instagram. She set up a TikTok thing. I haven't even logged into the TikTok or seen what she's done. So she's making things for me, but I don't know how to do that. But obviously I need it. I recognize it's important, and I need help in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
those things are important. But like artists must, I don't know, it's my opinion, but they must just relax and keep going forward. And I'm sure
Yeah,
something will work out. You just need to
Mm.
make yourself happy, and then others will.
I like that. I
Yeah.
love that. Honestly, love that. Especially that you're saying obviously making yourself happy. Like let's say if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. Okay, having that passion for it as well, and having fun while you're doing it. Look, there's so many
Yeah,
people who go through their daily lives, but they don't really have fun, or they don't really truly perhaps love what they're doing.
sure.
And
Yeah,
that is, like you said, it's a sad thing. It is a sad thing when many people are concerned.
yeah, 100%. And also, it's now like almost in this day and age, everyone's comparing each other to the next person on social media. So like almost social media is that platform where it's about competition in a way, and it shouldn't be
Yeah,
about that. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah, maybe people get into those zones.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's healthy, sometimes it's not. But
yeah.
I would
I
say,
get you. I get you.
yeah, they must just relax and enjoy it.
Just relax and
Just
enjoy.
chill.
I
Just
love
chill.
it. Just take a chill pill kind of vibe, you know. I wanted
Drink
to
a
ask
cup of tea.
I wanted to ask you while you were obviously discussing being a Stellenbosch, what exactly are you going to be majoring in?
Oh no, I'm finishing now. I finished my honors in conservation ecology. A little bit different from music, but
Nice.
Okay.
it
Yes.
explains my other passion, my
Yes.
other passion, nature. So
That
yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
done, and I really enjoyed that course. And it's a lot of it's also filtered in a way into the music. I still want to be contributing to that side of
Yeah.
myself
yeah.
in some way, maybe some journalism vibes. So like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it won't hurt the music, I think. So the two can
Mm.
kind of
Work hand in
marry
hand.
one, yeah, one day, yeah.
Absolutely. I was
I
actually
love that.
the reason why I was asking is because when you were describing how the music came along, and obviously with your hiking and
Mm.
everything else like that, I kind of put the two and two together, and I thought, whatever you may be studying would obviously have to do with that. So
Yeah,
I wasn't too
kind of,
far off.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And it's I mean, it's not to say all my songs are inspired by that,
mm,
but these particular ones, I think, yeah, they did come out of that experience and out of this lockdown vibe. Like they
mm,
are weird songs if you listen to them. They are weird. Like I haven't made those kind of songs before, but I enjoy them in that state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
good that they've come out in this way. I think it's a product of this whole lockdown. And then it's also just wanting the
Mm-mm.
freedom, wanting a big wide space on the mountain or something. That's
I
what's
love that. I
yeah
absolutely love that.
brings out the Wild
L-
West. And it's we
mm.
need the Wild West here in South Africa. We need to make some movies here. We got so many cool stories to tell. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
we
need to
do.
hear
We
oh,
do.
the American stuff. We've heard that before. We want to see our own stories. So
There we go. I like that.
that's
I like
my
that.
opinion.
Kieran, I talking about the Wild West and all the rest. Can you imagine Cape Town with a lot of horses, okay, and guys chasing each
With a
other
lot of
with guys chasing each other with revolvers?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
gang
looking
wars
up
would be a lot different.
right below here. I'm checking quite a few horses in my view.
Oh wow,
They're below me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come to Nuremberg. It's a different country here.
it is.
Different
It's a
country.
different country. Lovely, lovely.
It's like
I like that. I
it's like
like that.
Mitchell's
We're
Plain,
living
but the
here in
reserve kind, Kieran.
1800s, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a different. We've got other transport this side.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. I love it. Kieran, are you
What
still?
I can say is, Ben, I am still
Sorry?
here. I am still here. What I can say is, number one, firstly, I love your outlook on life. Honestly, the positiveness, the positive vibes that you exude is absolutely amazing, and I applaud you for that. Honestly, I definitely do, and especially you being an artist as well, and you are still studying. And like you said, number one, I'm sure you're going to pass exceptionally. Secondly, is this
Thanks,
that
mate.
it's a
Yeah.
huge pleasure. It's a huge pleasure. But secondly, is this that you literally studied and during this entire pandemic, and you are literally obviously bringing artistry part to it as well. But before we do in the school soon, what I want to find
Yeah.
out by you is this: for the listeners out there, do you have any special shout outs or people you'd love to say hi to?
Yeah, I do. My sister, Annecy Rose Tainton, She helped me a lot with the obviously everything now, like I was explaining with the social media. Melissa Conradi from Gallo Records, who I've been working with, she's been sending you guys probably the songs. Rob Cowling, also from Gallo. So those people have been instrumental to all these songs. The fellow musicians that help make the songs as well. So Ongama Mona, he's this he's like my oldest bandmate. Such a good oak. He should have been here for this talk. You guys would have liked to speak to him. He's a Rasta man basically. So he would have mentioned a few more reggae influences than
Bob
me.
Marley vibes.
He wouldn't have just listed Bob Marley. He would have listed a couple more. But he played lead guitar in the song, in the Somewhere Way Out West, and did really well. Dave Ferguson, he played harmonica on the song. Who else? We recorded the music at Sunset Studios in Franschhoek, and the guy who owns the studios and the engineer, it's a really nice studio, is Jürgen, and he was great. He's always great. Such a good
awesome.
Yeah. So those are the guys that I would say thank you to. Please, that I can think of.
Yeah, man. You know, it's always good to have that memory bank with regards to who's getting you obviously the recognition for tracks and stuff like that. Because I find that most artists these days, when they get to having that little bit of limelight in a sense, you know, they kind of forget who got you there in the first place. And to have that kind of aspiration is amazing. I applaud you on that one, my man.
Thanks, but I applaud you guys. You sound like a very cool radio station. I'm going to listen to this more.
Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Man. Awesome. That would be great. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate the feedback from your side as well. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, Ben. You know, really keep pushing.
Thanks.
We love the sounds that are coming out from you as well at the moment. And obviously, artists are always evolving, as you said. So we look forward to hear what's coming from you in the future as well, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a fire.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I think in the near future, like this Somewhere Way Out West, it's the first song that's going to be on an album next year, I feel.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
absolutely
I'll come to
awesome
with the album.
Definitely.
Perfect stuff, brother. But what we're gonna do, Ben, we are going to play out with your track. And this right here is Ben Day with Somewhere Way Out West.
Awesome, Ben.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Thanks, guys.
I'm also looking for something. And come the morning in the fields of rye, we can go searching.